Hey, it's just us. It's just you and me. No standard people involved in this video, only those who have paid for matcha. And for that, I am truly thankful. Here we are with the 8th shape in the spinal 8, and my word, it's a doozy, whatever doozy means. It's fabulous. It's the most amazing sensation because we ratchet softness through the central channel. What does that mean? We start to use the hips, that external rotation, the inward spiral, external rotation and inward spiral, to encourage that softness in the pelvic floor to move up through our central channel. And because we've kept the fabric of our body tight, we've learnt how to do that. We've learnt because of the thrust taught us how to do it, and the forward fold and the back bend showed us where the space was. And then the forward fold with the space, and then the twists with the space, where we learnt how to fold or screw one part of the body to turn one part of the body and counter turn the inside against it. We've learned how to seal the body to make it watertight, or to make it and so the softness can't escape very easily. And that is magical. That's super important. So you've got the outside layer of the body, you've got the inside layer of the body, and you've got the softness. And here in the final movement of the spinal 8, the spinal shape of the spinal 8, we put it all together, and it doesn't look like you're doing much. Ideally, there should be very little external movement in the bowl. However, it should manifest as a lot of internal expansion, which manifests as this kind of length coming through the body, this unreal, unrecognizable length, this length that you're not actually doing, that at a certain point, your cognitive mind goes, I don't think I can stretch anymore. Oh my God, I've stretched a bit more. I don't think I can stretch anymore. Oh my God, I've stretched a bit more. I don't think I can stretch anymore. And you tighten and you make the fabric really snug and you soften a bit more and you just move those bones ever so gently and intimately and softly. And lo and behold, the entire fabric of your body grows, expands. The cavities in your body expand a little bit. This can be uncomfortable. It can also be blissful. So that's what we've got. I also like it, as I said in the public video, that the 8th movement of the spinal 8 is the infinity side, or sign laid on its side. The infinity sign, or 8, anyway, you get it, that the infinity sign is 8 laid on its side. And the reason I'm stumbling over my words is because it's so obvious that the very first movement that we began with is the movement that we end with. But it just takes us into another realm, takes us into another space. The first one is just tension, tension, tension. The next one is tension, but with this amazing feeling of freedom and release inside of it. It's magical. And if you've queued everything up from the first movement through to the second, the third, and then the twists, and then those side bends that aren't really side bends, but they are bending and reaching energy or space up through the inside of the spine. If you've got all of that, the last movement is exquisite and uncomfortable, especially if you're quite stiff. Because what happens is you are tightening the fabric around your bones. You are tightening the fabric, almost like you're zipping up an outfit that's very, very tight, like a corset, or I don't know, like a beautifully fitted outfit that's snug. Because you've done this and you then apply this space, it creates pressure. And the more you ratchet the softness, the more pressure appears inside the body. The cavities become pressurized and start pushing out against this tight fabric. And so the fabric stretches and opens, and this allows our connective tissue, our fascia, to kind of lengthen a little bit, to grow stronger but have less tension inside of it. It's the most amazing feeling, the most amazing experience. And I think that it makes the body younger, or at least it stops the body from aging in the way that I see people age, where things get stiff and the fascia gets stiff and everything gets stiffer and more stiff. I need a better word than stiff, but you know where I'm going. Let's take a look at the actual movement. What do we have? we have the return back. So we return to exactly where we began. And from here, there is this sensation of thrusting. Remember, it's the same principle as we began with, that instead of you just taking the arms back, which will tighten the fabric up through the bolero jacket, the shoulder girdle, the fabric of the upper body, I encourage you to rotate the leg bones out and thrust. You are in the horseshoe of the feet, so the heel is light. And from there, you really pull down, 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 down. So it's almost like you are compressing yourself into the floor. And then you compress yourself even more, just like you're limbo dancing, till the arms come up. You want to feel really compressed onto the floor. Then the only thing that moves is the movement of your leg bones, which brings you to here. That's it. So how does that look? You swan back and you take the hips forwards, the hands go backwards, because otherwise you're tipped forwards. So you can practice that. Allow the leg bones to thrust the hips forwards, and the hips going forwards, make sure or encourage the arms to go backwards. If you want the arms to go back further, you have to thrust further. Then with the fabric nice and snug, you reach down, compress, reach forwards, compress, and then compress further. Then it's just the movement of the leg bones. And from there, it is movement of the leg bones, soften, and that softness has to travel through the body, it reaches up. You ratchet, you thrust, you move the leg bones, you soften, and even more softness is pressed inside the body, inside the fabric of the body, pushing it out like a balloon. One more. Soften and ratchet the softness. Then you let the arms go. As you let the arms go, you make sure the head remains nice and high. Once more. We've swum, we've come here. You really allow the hips to go forward so the arms come backwards. And then it's just compression, compression, compression. You want as much compression in the body as possible, so you feel as though you're really, the whole of your body is being pressed through the floor. And then you only move the leg bones. And from here, there's the rotation, softness, spiral. Rotation, softness, spiral. Rotation, softness. And the amazing thing is, if you allow that pressure to reach the softness, to ratchet the softness up inside of you, you keep stretching. So I don't think I can stretch anymore, and yet if I ratchet or move the leg bones, soften, and even more of my fabric is reached in this vertical plane. Amazing. It's just amazing. Truly, truly amazing. I'm a bit blown away by it. I mean, I've been doing this every single day for at least a year, and then countless times over the last however many decades. And it's magical, still stuns me into a place of gratitude. Don't know what it does for you. Let me know. And if you really enjoyed this and you're feeling flush, then send or do the practice. Just do the practice and let me know. And again, I thank you so much for your generosity, not only in your money, but in the time you spend listening to this. But it really will pay off. Till next week. Bye-bye.